Okay, Jassy. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm getting the link for you now, Jassy. All right, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Okay, this gonna be my first little semi interview. So, but I'm ready. I've been out shopping all day, y'all. So y'all can about imagine how rushed. I absolutely see why um content creators be always running late for their live because I don't know. I guess that's just how life is set up. All right. Hey, Kilolo, Jazzy, Reigns Victorious. Hey, y'all. Thank you all for coming by. I am getting ready. I'm getting this link, y'all. Okay. I discovered a lot of things, Jazzy, on YouTube today, honey. With this, I've been on YouTube so much here lately that StreamYard gave me a little warning. You know how they give you that warning and it says you've almost used up all your free time. So this morning I actually bought the little $25 monthly plan. So then I started playing with it and I found that little music, y'all, and this little background and a whole lot of stuff. So I have dropped the link. We are, hey y'all, everybody, thanks for coming in. Adore Me, her daughter. We're gonna have a conversation with Miss Jassy G from Jassy Reloaded The Asylum. She has a YouTube channel. She is a YouTube vlogger, and I really like Jassy. And I noticed that she had a conversation she was speaking about on her community board about her reading, you know, like with the tarot and stuff. And I am not really familiar with it, um, but it's kind of interesting to me. So I decided that we would invite Jassy over to the platform, and we're gonna see. Hey, Miss Vicky, we're gonna see. I'm about to add you now, Jassy. We're gonna see how. Okay. Hey, girl. Hey,
Hey, Coupon.
beautiful.
Hey, chat. How
Okay,
you
let's see
doing?
here. I'm gonna get my hand. Can y'all see me
Hey, Babe
too?
Nation. Hey, fairies.
All right, yeah. Shout out to Babe Nation. Shout out to the fairies. Everybody that came through to chill with us tonight. Oh, I think that
You
might
are
have
brave. You are
weird.
so brave because a lot of
How you say
people
that?
over in like the black sector and stuff like that, in the nature boy sector where I'm from, they always like to talk about me reading, but I've offered readings and none of them would ever allow me to read them.
Oh,
So you are super brave.
oh well, thank you. Well, listen. I kind of I've heard about it. I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard you talking about it. So I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll just come to the source and we'll just try it out. And it's great. It's great entertainment. I've been over here playing with this channel, girl. So you know how when you first start, you just kind of throw shit out there and see what stick.
Facts.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing a little bit with this and a little bit that and getting myself a little comfortable. That's all. Hey, because it's not really easy. Oh no, did Jazzy jump? I think Jazzy fell off, y'all. But I'm sure she'll be back. But anyway, y'all, it's not easy, especially in the sector that I started out spectating in, honey. You definitely get a little gun shy, but that's okay. Like, that's okay. Let's see. I think we have Jazzy back.
Changed it.
Okay. All right. Now, so I don't know. Like, I don't know how this works, but let me tell you. So I was out shopping today, so I had a good day. My aura's good. You know what I'm saying? I did take a little time to twist my knots, my nets. Okay, that always put me in a good mood. I kind of like, you know what I'm saying. And then I had to rush to the live, so I might seem a little. Wait. Hold on, y'all.
As
Let
long
me
as you
get in
relax,
the
ready.
picture.
Okay.
Okay, let me get in the picture. All right,
Now, in the back chat, just put your
all right.
first
Basically,
in the
oh,
back.
okay.
Just put your
Hold
first.
on.
I don't need nothing else.
My first name.
Just your first.
Okay. All right. Okay, now this is a doozy now, Jazzy. If it get out, I'm gonna know you done be and said it,
It's
girl.
gonna be
It's
me.
all
I'm gonna
kinds
do
of
it and die to
it's
you.
all kind of messed up. All
Don't be.
right.
It's gonna have been me, but I don't. All my reading stuff is confidential, even though I'll never go there. It's a
All
sacred.
right. All right. That's cool. That's cool. And hey guys, listen, this is a business. Also, what made me interested is that like this is a business for Jazzy, and I like to support, small businesses and especially our sisterhood. So we always heard about all the junk and stuff, but I think Jazzy offers a good service for, those people that are interested. So we want to just promote this sister today, and we want to see what it gives. So okay, here I am. I'm putting it in there right now. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Look, I finally got a chat, honey. Jazzy bring all the people to the yard, honey. They coming. Now I ain't got no moderators. So I'm gonna have to be on
I'm gonna hope I pronounce it right in my head.
right. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little okay. So I'm gonna tell you how to pronounce it without telling you what it is. So the first two letters, right? If you take off the first two letters and the last three letters, you see what you got in the middle? That's
Hmm.
actually a name,
Okay.
right? So I'm named after my father,
Okay.
and then you put that prefix,
Got you.
bam.
Got
Like it's not phonetically necessarily correct because there should be like an A right after that first, but it's not. But that's basically, girl, it's ghetto fabulous. I was born in 1977. My
you.
mama was
I
like,
got.
girl, what your pappy name is? Okay, this be your name,
I
child.
got you. So what we're gonna do is
Hey,
I'm
what's up, Canola? Hey, Brooklyn Dior. Hey,
I
Apple. Hey,
question.
everybody. Come on in. We're about to let Jazzy get started, and then I said hi to everybody. I'll come back to the chat because we want to be like right in this space in this moment.
In this moment, baby.
We want to
Okay,
live
so the
this
one
moment.
question I'm going to ask basically is I'm going to ask Spirit, what are the spiritual messages that you need to know right now? Okay, this is like the best question for a blind reading. Okay, now it's going to give us a little bit of past, it's going to give us a little bit of present, and then it's going to give us some things that didn't happen yet. And when those things come that did not happen yet, you got to remember to say something to me. Okay, deal. We got a deal.
Okay, now what? Now, if what? If
I said, I'm going to give you a little bit of past. I'm going to give you a little bit of present. And I'm going to give
okay,
you some things that have not happened yet. And when those things happen, you got to remember to tell me.
bet.
Deal?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I'm a
Okay.
testify, girl. I
Okay.
testify.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. Now, did you ask me a question? Or was that a question I need to be answering now?
No, that's
Like,
the question
oh,
that
okay.
I'm telling you
Okay.
what I'm asking for.
Okay. Girl, rallies. Kilolo said, checkers or rallies, girl, rallies. I took my ass. Ooh wee. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. But I went to right. I was so hungry. I've been chasing down girl using coupons at the Dollar General, and I stopped at rallies. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm back on task. I'm concentrating, Jazzy. I think this is how it's supposed to go. So we're gonna see. I'm excited, y'all. Okay, yeah. Let me get out the chat, child.
Okay, this gonna be a little deep. Okay, but I'm gonna try to be a little veiled and coded. Okay,
Oh,
now
okay. Yeah.
this is what you have in your past. Okay, what this is giving me is that maybe you were in some sort of confrontation or conflict with someone. Okay, maybe it was with a person that just really does not like to lose, and it's kind of like they will go to any lengths at all to win, right? And then maybe if you like offered them a solution or they offered you a solution, the person was really focused on this conflict and was like unwilling to move forward. Okay, so even though a person may be offering you like something that's new, you see how the guy is sitting here, it's like he's focused on what happened yesterday instead of the fact that there's something new that's being offered to him. Okay.
Mm.
Now, there's a person here that I'm concerned about. In some ways, it could feel like there's like a lack of control, or even somebody who may be kind of um, somebody that could be kind of like domineering, somebody that could kind of be kind of like oppressive. Um,
Mm.
it can even be somebody that's kind of undependable, like unreliable. They just kind of in and out, a little flighty. This is typically when it's a male that's kind of like that. Because the emperor in reverse is not something that is not something that I like to see. If it's an internal energy, is basically you can kind of be overbearing or controlling, right? Or you can be in a way of which things are just out of control and you need to go back to finding that nurturing like balance because this is what is at the bottom, the
Mm-hmm.
empress. So this could be or even trying to apply structure and like limitations and not
Mm.
like letting things kind of run amok. Okay. Now the empress, when the emperor is in reverse, the empress needs to come forth more so, right? So let's say you're dealing with a reverse emperor who was like who can be a little harsh. Okay. The Empress comes through with like that nurturing sort of energy. She has kind of that green thumb. She takes care of everything. She's really the carer. The Emperor and the Empress are a pair and they go together, right? But there could be an Emperor that feels like he's missing his Empress. Okay. So there's a part of him that's out of order because he's not using his like emotional intelligence. Okay. Or he's not using that softer side because the emperor has a soft side but doesn't really show his soft side. He actually ends up like kind of coming off as being kind of tough and like having an exterior that's kind of like hard to break, right? There could have even been a sort of mild separation after this sort of like interaction, especially with the two fives here. This can be two people who are constantly, there could have been constant bickering and arguing, right? um but when this is above it, right, this is somebody feeling like maybe they were left out in some way, maybe even some way rejected. Maybe the argument felt like the disagreement felt like points weren't getting across, okay? Like not being understood or not being heard because the emperor sometimes likes to have its way and the emperor doesn't move off of not having its way, right? So then a person could walk away from this feeling, you know, defeated in some way. Like there was no way that we were coming to a compromise, okay, where things are feeling imbalanced as if one person is putting in more effort than the other person is, and they're not really connected, okay. On a lighter note, you can end up actually going to some form of a celebration or coming together. This can even be family coming together. It can even be, let me put this up. Oh, can't get it. Coming together to have like some form of like a lighthearted fun, like a kind of a day of play, because the Six of Cups, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then maybe it even needs to be that sometimes things can become so far apart or so out of control that the way to solve it would be to pull things back together and even like remembering things kind of being fun and things kind of being lighthearted, so that things are not so heavy and things are not so oppressed, feeling, okay. um Also, because we have these obstacles here, right? One, if you were planning to travel somewhere, there might be a delay in that travel, because of the world and the Knight of Pentacles. But also with the Seven of Wands in reverse here that I'm seeing, this can feel like this can feel like somebody coming at you in an accusatory like nature. Maybe they got you like messed up in some kind of way. Okay.
Mm.
They could feel like you are presenting, they put you on defense, right? Like when we're here, we're barely hanging on. Like we're kind of defending ourselves. You see how the guy's like defending himself? He's like, I'm holding everybody back. I'm holding everything down. But when
Right.
he's here, okay, it kind of feel like he got knocked down a little bit. Okay.
Mm.
It kind
Yeah.
of feel like his back is against the wall a little bit. And that can give you a feeling of things kind of being out of control, right? Things kind of going into a place of chaos, especially when what you want to do is to bring things together, right? So you could be, and then also when we were talking about that feeling of like imbalance before,
Mm-hmm.
of there not being some sort of compromise or some sort of resolution, like maybe this person is working against that. When you have this Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, okay, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, this can be like, this is someone that's kind of being a little uh maybe a little lazy, maybe even a little irresponsible. So when you have a person like that that's around you, if it's not you and it's an outside person, it's like they're leaving everything on you. Okay. And that can
Mm.
contribute to feeling out of control and overwhelmed, and leave things feeling oppressive. Because when we are carrying things, we have people who are kind of it's kind of like when you have somebody that's slacking and you got to pick up their slack.
Right. Mm.
It's
Mm.
kind of like that. And the Knight of Pentacles and an obstacle can kind of, is really like a kind of lazy sort of energy. Like
Mm-hmm.
they need to be moving, they need to get on the ball,
Mm.
and they're
Mm.
not. Okay. And so what's underneath it could be, I see this pretty much as being
Girl,
you.
you don't make me hit my. I'm trying to cut you off, but you don't make me hit my vape.
Oh.
I tried to stop smoking, so I don't pull out a vape, and you got my nerves
Oh,
bad.
don't be baby. I'm sorry. I see this as you though. Okay, this is what
Oh,
you
okay. Ooh,
as
I'm back.
the Queen of Wands here, right? The Queen of Wands is connected to every other every other court card that's on the board, right? And there's a few of them because we got two kings, we got a knight. Um, so, and this kind of looks like it could kind of sound. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna text you that. Um, because this thought just hit me, so I'm gonna text it to you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yep.
but
Girl, when you said that last part, I was like, damn, Wody.
yeah, it's piggybacking off of that one. So that was like, no, I ain't gonna say that out here in the open. I'm gonna say that to you
Right.
later.
Okay. Yeah.
Follow up with
Yeah.
you and give you a
Girl.
whole rundown
Girl.
of
Honey.
what I'm not saying. Okay. Um, but when you're one, this could be you also with this kind of like hosting a party too. I do see a little bit in here in regards to your social media endeavors too, as well, because this looks like it's something that you actually really want to do. You might have stepped your toe in a little bit and said, oh, I'm just going to start here, and you're kind of like an unintentional content creator. Like,
Yeah.
now that I've started kind of tiptoeing out there, now I'm thinking that I want to move forward with it, right? And I want to actually go further and actually have
Right.
legitimate conversations, panels, topics, and things
Right.
like that. And this is
Mm-hmm.
a very goal oriented, really good card to see. This is someone who's like a social butterfly. Okay. When the Queen of Wands is upright, she's social, she's vivacious, she's vibrant. Okay. She's floating around, and she really has a lot of moxie, a lot of spunk, a lot of charisma, and she knows what she's doing. Okay.
Mm.
So
Okay.
this can be, because it's below, it's an underneath sort of thing, but you want to bring this energy out more. Okay. Also, if you have some other projects that you're thinking on, creative projects, entrepreneurial projects, I also consider with this Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, a little bit can be you. Are you really pursuing the entrepreneurial projects and things that you have, a lot of projects, a lot of ideas that you wanted to launch, but have you
Mm.
really put the effort behind them to launch them and get them going? Okay. Because
Right.
you get caught up in comfort, being so
Mm-hmm.
comfortable that the goals that you have, you're not really pursuing them like that. It's kind of like, oh, I got all the time in the world, right? And then it
Right.
hits you somewhere down the line, and you're like, I haven't put any work into the goals and dreams and aspirations that I have. Okay. So make sure that you're not running around tending to everybody else, because there's nothing wrong with being an empress. And empresses are needed. Empresses are like the rock. We're like the matriarch of our family. Everybody comes to us. Everybody depends on us. When people's lives are out of control, we're the one they come talk to, right? When we're the
Right.
empress, okay? We're like the strong oak tree, willow tree of the family, and all the branches are there, and we're just a whole glue of a family, right? And I see that as being you, right? But when you're doing that and you're doing for this person and that person and this person and that person and this person and that person, you have to still always remember to do for you. Right. And so if you have things that you want to accomplish and you have things that you want to do and you have lived a lot of life to be doing all of these other things, please remember that you are worthy and that your dreams are worthy to accomplish and achieve. And you deserve to have something that is for you. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that. Okay. And also get your energy up.
Get
Okay.
my energy. Ooh,
This,
yeah,
this
right?
is a
Get my
failure to
energy
launch.
up.
Get your energy up. Okay.
Failure to launch. Is that what
Okay.
that
Get
is?
your energy up.
Did you say failure to launch?
Failure to launch.
That is like, whoo, baby, you just ran me all the way down. That's
So
kind of
failure
what it
to
sounds
launch.
like. Failure to
Launch.
launch. Like,
Okay.
and then I'm
Launch.
like, ew, no,
Yes.
no,
Yes. Launch.
no,
Okay.
no. Failure to
Hello.
launch. Oh, let's go.
Okay. Let's
Get it.
go. Let's go. Okay. Why? Because in a minute, you're going to feel like you're missing opportunities. Okay. The universe works in a way where we are always being divinely assisted, right? We're always being helped, right?
Right. Yes.
By whoever it is that we pray to, only wants the best for us, right? But we have to participate. Okay. So sometimes if we stay stagnant and we're like, I'm not moving because I don't know if I'm supposed to move yet, we
Right.
miss things. Okay. We miss very important places that we're supposed to be, people that we're supposed to meet, things that are supposed to happen to us. So sometimes we can throw our blessings by not having the energy or not having the time or saying maybe
Right.
tomorrow, maybe
Right.
the next day.
Right.
Don't do that. Okay. Right now, you have a lot of on fire intuition and energy. Okay. And if you don't do it, who will? And it'll never get done. And then you're gonna regret that. Okay? So
Right.
don't let anything hold you back. Especially if
Right.
you have some things that you gotta like do. Oh, you're gonna have a very, very important conversation with somebody. This is gonna be
Mm,
good. Okay. This is a stern conversation, so you can ready to have a conversation with some folk. Okay. They may not be ready for the conversation you finna have with them. Okay. But this is kind of like I see this as you kind of like putting your foot down a little bit with some things that people are doing around you, and you wanting like it's like you're a king of swords sees things and makes a decision, right? Even sometimes hands down different judgments, right? But it looks at both sides of something and says, okay, this is what I think needs to be done, right? And this is what I think needs to be done to make things better. You want to come into spaces and you want to make things better. You want to bring order to things. You want to bring peace to things. You want to make sense out of the chaos, okay? And you do that with a little bit of nurture, and you also do that with a little bit of stern, tough talking. Okay.
right.
Okay.
For sure.
And so
For sure.
there may be some places that you are going, not just here in this space or even professionally, but also family wise and things like that. Because I
Mm,
think you know that right now is your time. Okay.
right.
And
Right.
I think you also may be feeling like you're called in a different direction, a direction that you've never been in before. And sometimes that can feel daunting, and sometimes that can feel like kind of scary. When we go and we decide we want to jump into new territory, a little bit of us can be in a place of fear, and we feel like, is this really for me? Right? But if it keeps nagging at you and it keeps nagging at you and it keeps nagging at you, then it is for you. Okay.
Right.
So you know what you kind of like know what you need to do. Also, there may be somebody around you that is seeking some form of forgiveness. Okay.
Mm,
This is a closed off sort of energy. Like the cup is overturned. When it's
yeah.
upright, we're saying, okay, we want to have a new beginning with someone and we want to start fresh and we forgive them and we want to come together. But when it's reversed, this can be either if somebody, whichever side,
I
okay.
know who that is, and I hope you're not about to say she's coming back. Cause baby, I hope that's not where you're going with this.
All I'm saying is that
Cause no ma'am.
All I'm saying is this. Okay, somebody
Okay,
could
all
be
right.
reminiscing with the Six of Cups. Are they gonna fly in though? No, but a person could be wanting some form of forgiveness from you. They could want to have a talk because they feel like they need some closure. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay,
Right. That's
they could
funny. Yeah,
feel. They
because
could
I
feel.
kind of I just had a conversation about this, and it's wow that you even brought this up because I don't really hold grudges. Like, so I know it's not anything else you could be picking up on, but
Mm,
this particular thing because I just don't hold that kind of energy, right?
mm,
And you got to like go far, far with me. And I just this morning a subject came up with my daughter and we were talking about this particular incident and I expressed to her how absolutely closed off. It's funny that you said that
mhm,
situation was for me.
mhm.
Like, yeah. And so, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. And yeah, so I'm with that
So
part.
maybe you say like a couple words, and that's maybe where you're stern at because you're like, hey, this is what it is, especially if this person was the person who was coming like this. Okay. You see how defeated these people look in the back. They just walking away. The person done
Right.
took all they little swords and stuff. And so then they
Mm,
just like, you know what, we out. Like it's a defeated sort of thing. So it's like sometimes people can disrespect us to a degree where we feel it's not even, it's beyond the disrespect. Like it's beyond that. It's like the principle of the matter and what was underneath it. And you just
mhm.
showed me how you feel about me. Like you don't
Right.
even
Pretty much.
what I thought we had, we don't have. And you were willing to risk it all to do whatever you were doing. Okay.
Right.
Which I'll tell you what they was doing because I know what they was doing, but I ain't gonna say it on here. Um
It hit me up in the back chat,
I'm
girl.
hit you up in the back chat about what they was doing.
Yes.
Okay. Now, still on a positive. Oh, you can be coming together too. I see you probably doing like a few more collaborations. Look, because these two come together to form a partnership. So you could be doing some
Mm,
collaborations and things like that with people who are going to be, which is going to be really, really positive. Also, now this could also become can be somebody coming to you to assist you emotionally as well. Like if this is an outside person, a person outside of you, they can be coming to you to like nurture you. This is a really good, beautiful, like friend sort of information. It's somebody who you can like emotionally lean on and depend on. And so you may be having some conversations like that. But okay, this could be also you end up having a conversation with somebody and you say, you know what? I can forgive you, but I can't allow you back in my life. Okay. And you close it out on a beautiful note and say, this is it. And then it releases you and that person from this particular soul tie in this particular situation. Okay. Because sometimes this is, so we give our cup of love and when we overflow and we understand and we're empathic and this is what we give to people. And then also coming with this magician can definitely be like, wanting to fix situations and that the magician has all the tools they need. This is also a really solid manifestation card. And so this is like the outcome because we're at the end. Um, Also, things that you were holding yourself back from, I think you're going to stop doing that. We see how like Cage done. This person is like super tasty and they don't see that they can walk right up out of that. Here you end up,
hold on. Is it
oh,
just me? Hold on, Jazzy.
hold on, I think
Let
my
me see.
phone going to die. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, yeah. Okay. While Jazzy's getting together. Hey, hey, everybody that's come in. I see Miss Asia Graves, Valerie, California girl. My girl came through. Thank y'all. Miss Apple, Reigns Victorious. I don't know if I said y'all name already. Um, we have Chucky713. Hi, Chucky. Um, you're laughing. And he says this is funny. Well, I'm actually not meaning for it to be funny. I actually am I think Jazzy dropped off. She's gonna come back. I actually am just trying to showcase. I was interested in that type of thing. I got a little familiar with Jazzy. I think it's a beautiful thing. I just wanted to show some support. Uh, from my understanding, she does this as a business. So far, I'm satisfied. I mean, I understand all the other stuff. I mean, I don't really understand, but I kind of do. But that's neither here nor there. I like Jassy, and I respect her on my platform, and I just wanted to showcase her. We always hear a lot of things, you know, about Jassy, but I'm really not interested in any of that. Like none of that shit's my business. But I am interested in what she actually does, in the form of her tarot and readings, because I'm not really familiar with that. So I just decided to invite her to the platform, and we could just have a conversation. And when she comes back up here, I want to get her cash app because, like I said, I understand that this is a business. So, and I forgot to do that before. I forgot to do that because Jassy was so gracious enough to come over here and do this. Oh, hi, Miss Claudiva 6. How you doing? Slick, the former blind chick. Miss Champagne Honey. Hi, babes. I see some of my girls are in here. Thank y'all for the support. Yeah, so I think Jassy will be coming back shortly here. She had a little, I think her phone was going dead or something. Um, so yeah, I wanted to just encourage Jassy because I mean I like her, and I kind of got tired of hearing the old narrative and all that. So I just wanted to showcase a different side, and and I also wanted to do it for myself, and I wanted to just let y'all see. So that's all. That's what we're doing here. Um, while we wait on Jassy to come back, anybody got any questions? Um, that y'all might have for Jassy. She may be willing to give a short reading to someone. We can ask her that, you know, because I'm definitely, when she's gonna come back up here, I'm gonna definitely hit her cash app. But she did agree. Let me be very clear that she did not charge me for anything, to come over here and do that, and that was very nice. That was generous to allow me to bring that to my platform. Okay, so I think somebody, and then somebody asked again, checkers or rallies. Baby, it was rallies. It's rallies in my area of the country. We don't have a checkers, we have rallies. And right before I came to do this, I was outside shopping and I got hungry, and I I decided to stop. I got me a little snack. So more about my channel. So kind of um my name is Coupon Therapy, as y'all can see. So the whole point to the channel, at first, in my head, I like to talk. I'm a very social person, kind of a social butterfly. I like to mix it up. I'm from the beef sector. I've been like spectating in the big beef sector for years now, and I started my channel, and I was like, cool. It would be cool for me to post, because I am an extreme couponer as well. So that's why my name is Coupon Therapy. Um, and so I shop all the time. Like I do these different deals, and I was like, I could share them. Share them on YouTube, put them on my channel. I started the channel, and I started to post some things, and then I realized that it wasn't as easy, as simple as I thought. Like, hey, you just oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to burp. That rallies, y'all. That rallies. Um, I realized it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. And then I had some changes with my job and some sickness in my family. And I kind of just went back to spectating a little bit. I would post here or there, um, because I was just kind of filling out where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? In all of this. And if I actually even wanted to be a content creator. However, I feel kind of good about it. I feel good about moving forward. Over here, what I plan on doing is just having social commentary. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come on here, so I'm gonna present deals. I've already almost got my I've already oh my goodness, tell me about it. I chat who I want says, after seeing the heck these content creators have to battle, you are brave to jump in. Good luck to you. right? Well, that had a lot to do with kind of the apprehension because you kind of gotta you gotta um. Hey, Miss Wanda, thank you for coming by. Love conquers all. You should still do couponing deals. Yeah, I am. Like I'm gonna do the couponing deals. So once my community page gets set up, I think I've already qualified for it. I'm just kind of waiting on YouTube. Oh, maybe. I'm just kind of waiting on YouTube to to send, you know what I'm saying, to do what they have to do to set my community board up. And then I will be posting more of those deals because I can do them without actually making a video. But I also will be posting, the couponing videos too. But it's just going to be basic social commentary. We're going to come over here and chill. I think I've been around enough for most of the people to know, where I'm at with it. I think so. And I'm not here to beef with nobody or nothing like that. I'm definitely gonna stand my ground. Look, I dropped my pen, y'all. My bad blood. Oh, okay. I'm not here to beef with nobody or troll nobody or nothing like that. I just want to have a good time. I like to talk, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be bringing different topics. We're gonna be having open chats. Hopefully, I can spotlight. There's a couple more content creators that I have seen that I've been watching that I feel like got something to offer. I want to try to get in touch with them and see if we can do kind of interview spotlight type of thing and just kind of see where the platform grows. What I'm saying, I'm open. I'm definitely I'm gonna stay authentic to myself. However, I want to make sure that I am appeasing my audience. So um we'll kind of grow together on that part. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, it's an open platform. I think Jazzy's coming back, y'all. Okay, hold on. It's an open platform, and I'm just
Sorry,
here
my
to have.
phone died.
It's okay. That's all right, girl. Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on, because my nose is running. And I think let me get some tissue because you might do me again. Hold on. Wait.
Let me look.
Hold on.
I didn't see what had happened. Okay.
Oh
Hey,
well,
Adora Me.
I was just talking to them. I'm gonna wipe my nose though,
Hey,
girl. But I don't.
Clyde. Hey, Champagne Honey. Hey, California Girl. Hey, Wanda Denise. Hey, Asia. Hey, Valerie. Yes, I love Coupon Therapy's channel. I have been supporting her channel. I have been there. I literally actually learned how to coupon from her. I didn't know how to coupon. And it actually has helped me immensely because y'all be seeing what my grocery hauls look like and what my laundry. So she helped me get the dang laundry detergent for the low, if not free.
Oh,
And the
girl, tell
dish
me
soap
about it.
in the bathroom cleaning products and stuff. Like she done taught me some stuff, guys. Okay, and I needed to know. So,
And you know what?
uh,
Believe it or not, Jazzy really do you if you remember back when I was contemplating, it was me and Jazzy even back then. You don't remember when I first hit your channel and I was
mm-hmm,
like first starting the channel and Jazzy shared
mm-hmm.
me out a couple times and I would drop down. So in all honesty, the channel, like Jazzy has a big part to do with this channel. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it
I
was
was
you,
like, go for it, because you
right?
had picked my brain about it,
Yeah,
and I was like, go for it. And I remember I had showed you how to do a couple things. I was like, you got to do this,
yeah,
you got to do
yeah,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right. Then, but see, the thing about it is, a lot of people don't understand is like people think that it's just as easy as clicking the link. I mean, turn on the live and just kind of going with it. But
Mm-mm,
it's not necessarily like that. Like every time
mm-mm.
I get ready to, before I'll be thinking about, okay, I'm gonna go live. It's like a sweaty palm moment because it's just some anxiety that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
still
then,
have social anxiety, and people
yeah,
do not believe me about this, but I really do have anxiety. It's just
yeah,
something where I just take a deep breath and I just cut it on. Like I'm more comfortable. My anxiety is lower. My anxiety is higher when I'm cammed up than when I'm cammed down. Um,
hey,
and
Jazzy, what's your cash app, babe? I know that
my
you
cash app is Jassy Tribe 5.
okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
my
post
cash
that.
app is Jassy Tribe 5. Also, my email address is jassylovely@gmail.com. But if you're connect, well, actually, if you're scratch that. If you're connecting to me about readings, it's readmejassy@gmail.com. Okay, it's readmejassy@gmail.com. Okay. I mean, there's some people saying they want to read it. If you want a 3 card reading and you brave enough to do it, hit the link.
Right. Hey, I'll drop the link, y'all. I'm gonna hit the link. I'm
If you're
I'm gonna
brave
put
enough.
that this Cash App up.
Now, and also be mindful that I'm doing these very heavily veiled and coded. They're a little bit more intimate and intricate when it's one-on-one, because I don't want to put y'all business out here in the streets. Okay. So
Right.
it's coded. Okay, it's
Okay.
very coded. So I
Right.
will say you or this person, this and that. So you got to know what is for you and what's not. Because I'm not gonna say it's you, even if I know it's you. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna post. Hold on. Champagne Honey says I need to check that video on the detergent and stuff. I'm tired of spending full price. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna update all of that stuff. I'm going to so that we can, so I have a more current and walk you guys through actually actually get back to to
Adore Me
actually know
said,
how to work
coupon,
it.
let's get back your reading. I was loving your facial
Oh,
expression.
and I was wondering because I was
Coupon
like,
would look like she didn't know what to do.
I would be bored. Like I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. Hey, Miss AKA Dior Diva and Adore Me. We're gonna get back to it. YouTube cameras. Thank y'all for coming. Hey, Miss Vicky, and thank you all for coming over here. All the fairies, Babe Nation, and anybody else that's come in. Originally from my channel. I don't know what. I don't got no tribe name yet or nothing. I ain't found nothing tricky enough. But anyway, I don't know if I would be I don't know if I would be you know what I mean, like a good we're doing this, but my facial expressions like giving it away. I make too many facial expressions. Don't you think so, Jazzy? Like, are you supposed to be stoic or do
No.
you just flow with it?
No. You was going through a medley of emotions.
Right.
Going through a medley of
And
emotions. It'll
see,
take you
okay,
there though.
it absolutely will.
It'll take you
So
there. And
yes,
at
so
least you get to watch this back. Because typically when I'm doing one-on-one, if I don't do them through a video recording, I'll tell the person to take notes, because it's a
right,
totally different thing
right,
to
right,
write it down and be able to track what happens. But typically, my clients would be like, oh my God, this happened. So
right. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so far I feel like the reading was kind of spot on. It hit. I understand the vagueness, right? Oh
Hmm.
shoot. I understand the vagueness, but I absolutely could make the parallel to what
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm
to what was
trying, but I
going
don't want to.
on.
So I still will hit you up, because I want you to email me
Right.
coupon.
Right.
Okay, so I
Okay.
can tell you the rest, because I got a good memory. It's still gonna be in my head until I tell it to
Right. Right.
you.
Yeah, so they said get back to the reading, but I don't know. Jazzy may have been done. I don't know if she had any more
Oh
for me.
yeah, I was saying that just because you ended up on the magician, I was saying that you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of manifestation. The magician is a great card to end on, because really it's just kind of saying that this is where you're going to kind of create, your reality and your life as you want it to be. You have all the tools, even if you feel like you doubt yourself and you're like, I need this, I need that, I need this, I
Mhm.
need that. Really, the only thing you need is the energy to get up and move and do what you need to do. Also, there may be somebody in your environment with the star in reverse, and the magician, somebody in your environment may fall sick with a cold. It's not gonna be nothing serious or life threatening, but you're gonna end up having to take them to the doctor.
Mm, I've had enough of them doctors, child.
That's about it. It wasn't nothing. It really wasn't nothing crazy. Okay. And then also with that world being as obstacle, you could be on the threshold of ascending to like a really kind of going through like a really important phase in your life, because
Mhm.
on a deeper level, the world is like a completion, right? It's an ending, but it's a major like life event ending where we close something out and we move on to something else, right? So
Right.
there's some things that you're bringing together to bring about that ending, but you can kind of feel it in you that this is a chapter that's closing in your life, like something is going on. I really feel like it's something in regards to a relationship, that has been meaning a lot, but you kind of feel like that person ain't really down for you the way that you down for them. And after so much time of being in this kind of unbalanced sort of deal, you're going to decide that you, instead of trying to continuously make this work, that you're actually going to let that person go. And it's actually going to be positive for you when you do that. Okay. Like that is what you're supposed to do. But
Okay.
the things that we're supposed to do are sometimes the hardest things for us to do. Okay.
Right. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's that. And like I said, when you email me, I'm gonna tell you who.
All right. Okay. That's
I'm gonna tell
that's
you who
fine.
and what. But that's
Um.
one of the main things too. Is
Right.
that
Yes. Champagne honey. Yeah. Jazzy is. Oh no. Tweety79 said, "Is
I know
Jazzy a
prophetic
prophet?"
words come from God, but tarot readings, what does that come from? Okay, so when you do a reading, it's who the you got to make sure the person is asking. Who are they asking? That's a great question. So when I ask for my readings, I always say spirit guides, angels, and beings from the divine white light. Okay. I don't ask for no negative spirits to come. I don't ask for no negative things to come. Okay.
Oh,
So I don't
Tweety
do
said,
that.
"No, I didn't say that. Maybe I read the wrong person." Let me listen. Let me get it right because she went in all
Mm.
caps on my butt. So okay. Tweety
The
says,
cards, energies can change as well. Yes. You
"Right.
can
Take
end up attracting different energy to different decks. I have a deck that is goodness the Voodoo Tarot. I have that deck, and I'm telling you, that deck always attracts a darker energy than any other deck that I have. Okay. Some of my my oracle decks definitely attract a lighter sort of energy. Okay. So even if I'm doing, let's say I'm using two decks, because I'm using one deck to get the general reading and then I'm using another deck to clarify, I can't mix decks because they kind of do feel like the personality of it is different. So they gotta kind of be a match in a way. Okay. Because my voodoo tarot deck is literally hurts my feelings. Like I don't know what is going on with that one, but I don't fool with that one unless I really feel like I want my feelings hurt that day.
right. I can. Yeah. 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 That's what I was imagining. I was kind of nervous. I was like, well, I'm going in, but I don't know,
Yeah.
what's gonna
I
happen.
don't never know where it's gonna go. Like that's the thing. That's what attracts me to it. Is because I never know where it's gonna go. I never know what's gonna happen. And I found that it was more helpful than harmful. Like how I ended up becoming a reader was actually because I just happened upon tarot. Like I was just drawn to it. And so I ended up going through this whole binger of like watching general readings on YouTube. And then I realized that I could read the cards. And then so from there, I started joining tarot groups on Facebook and I started reading people's spreads. People will post their spreads and I would read them. And every time I would read them, people were like, oh my goodness, like that's spot on, to the point where in these groups, people were looking for me, hoping that I would see their spread and read it for them. And I ended up getting a lot of clients from there. And then from there, I had people saying you should do this professionally, but I was too nervous. Like I had a lot of social anxiety. So I was like, um, I don't know if I can actually like do this for people individually one on one and stuff like that. So I was actually scared. So I started out doing them for free and kind of getting my feet wet, and I just kept getting really good reviews from that. And then I then started doing so kind of officially like on the side. And I started out just doing like $25 readings, and then from there, I was really good and people were like, you should charge more for this. And so it always ended up being like a person coming to me and telling me and kind of leading me, because I believe that those are, when we pray, they'll be like, God send me a sign. Sometimes God sends you a person. And so these people would kind of lead me to this step, to that step, to this step, to that step. And then eventually I became a full-time professional tarot reader. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I've always been interested in that. I heard you mention it, like even in your little back and forth with people, and you'll speak
Hmm.
about your business and how that you do have a business.
Hmm.
So, tell me that email address again. I want to post that in the
Read
in
me. readmejassy@gmail.com.
Read
Read,
me.
READ, readmejassy@gmail.com. Yeah. I don't get see my business done got dragged like everybody's YouTube business. Everybody who has a business on YouTube, their businesses got dragged through the mud. That's part of the reason why I supported Fi and I'm rocking my Babe Nation hair right now.
Okay, shout out to the Babe Nation wig. Okay, honey.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And we're
Okay.
already on 2 months of wearing.
All right.
So I don't know what they be talking about, but that's part of the thing that always makes me want to support other YouTubers' business because I know the way that mine got dragged through the dirt. Like none of our businesses are deemed as being legit. None of our businesses are deemed as a real thing that we're passionate about. And people only see us as a YouTuber because people say to me, well, you're a roaster. I'd never trust you to read for me. And I'm like, I was a reader first. Like I was a reader before I was a YouTuber, but it
Right.
comes with the
Yeah.
territory. It
Yeah.
comes with
I
the
mean,
territory.
I definitely am of the thought that two things can be true at once. And see, that's one of the biggest things. That's one of the biggest things that I have. Even though, girl, I'd be over there all in the B sector. But child, I don't know. And it's
It's
kind of that thing.
duality.
I
It's
like it. It's that
duality.
duality, right?
It's
But
duality. People
one
think
of the
you can only
hardest,
be one thing. It's
right?
duality.
That's one of the hardest things I think I try to convey, and it's a really logical thought process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so much we see on here that it's like people want to deny that. And I'm like, oh, I don't go for that. Like it actually can be both. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And that's okay.
Because
So
people want to label, right? People want to label you. People want to feel like they got you pegged. Aha, you're in this box. This is
right.
what you are. But when you go, I talk about this on my channel. I call it Divergent. If you ever seen the movie Divergent, they basically it's like this science fiction movie based upon a book, and they have people that are separated into these little factions. So they have Dauntless. It's based upon if you're more fearless than anything, or Amity if you care more about like nature and animals, and then
Babe,
you.
sorry. I'm sorry. Girl, I hit the look at me. You know I'm new because I hit the stop cam instead of the mute. I better get my shit together on here, huh?
You
I'm sorry.
discombobulated. You
Girl, I hit the stop
discombobulated.
cam and I meant to hit the damn mute because I was about to say something to my husband. I'm so I'm listen. I know I've thought about it and I processed it and like I know this but I'm excited. I'm like, hey, it is what it is. I'm a human being. I'm gonna have very human moments. And that's really just what I want to live. Like I'm not up here. I don't want to try to be perfect and I don't want to try to
Mm-mm.
because it's uncomfortable. It's like that's where a lot of that anxiety comes from
Mm-hmm.
and it makes things just really, really, really
Mm-hmm. And
crazy.
they'll make you. They'll. One thing I'll say with you starting out, don't change who you are and don't
Right,
forget who you are. Okay.
right.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of what goes on YouTube will want to change you. Like literally, I lost my whole mind receiving messages of you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, and you're crazy, and they nitpick how you look and all this different stuff. And being a younger person who was still when I came on YouTube, I was like 28. I'm still like finding myself and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it's a whole new
Right.
world. You don't
Mhm.
see on your regular life, people don't come at you like this. So
Yeah.
you go from living life one way to living life another way. And then you'll miss, how things were. So I always say this is like a big decision because you don't know where it's gonna take you. But regardless of where it takes you, don't forget who you were when you started this. Okay.
Right.
Because this will take you through so many different loops, so many different places. You'll end up in spaces and you'll even end up in situations that you really aren't even the proudest of, right? And it sticks with you
Yeah.
because YouTube is so unforgiving and YouTube doesn't forget a thing, okay? Especially if you're not in the go along, get along game. They don't forget nothing. Um, and so you'll want to find that you want to keep that fun. You want to keep whatever your message is. You want to remember what your purpose is of why you came on this platform, what it was you wanted to do, and you want to hold on to that tight and not let anything deter you, not let anything take you here, there, wherever. Okay. And most importantly, knowing who you are, because there's going to be a bajillion people who are going to try to tell you who you are. You have to know who you are for you, you know? And that's it. I think YouTube is a beautiful thing, but there are people who do come around and make it not so beautiful, who make it, not so fun. And it's really supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be about socializing, positively socializing, and even if it's a roast and a gag, there's still a way to do that in a way that's not so harmful.
And
That's not so
yeah,
cray
I agree. I agree. Like I'm always kind of drawn to the to the underdog. And like when I first was seeing you, I was like, what the heck is going on? But you know what I'm saying? I had the mindset and my thought process was like, wait a minute, there's gotta be more to this. Like, it's another side. And so I'm looking around, I'm like, that's intriguing. Cause baby, if they put 20 on 10, they put the kid on it, and it was outrageous. So and
And there's people who will not do that. I have literally been in chats where people were literally like dragging me, and they were just dragging me like every single day. And I
yeah,
would literally see people in chat say, well, I've never watched Jassy's content. So I'm like, you just go off of what other people say. You don't even go investigate.
yeah,
Like,
right.
so people
Yeah.
do that,
And I
Mm.
mean, I guess, I don't know if you're new, because sometimes when people come in new, but thank God I had been around long enough to see, because I've literally watched a narrative be spun right in my face, like a live. So I'm watching a video as something's happening, and then someone else starts another video, and the narrative goes, and I'm like, wait a minute, that is not what I just. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. So
Mhm.
because of that, I was like, I'm
And
gonna look.
they hate the commentary channels that keep the narrative straight. See, when I do my recaps and stuff, I keep the narratives straight. This is what happened. I watch everybody's stuff. I see what actually happened, and I'll say straight up, this person is spinning the narrative on such and such, and that ain't what happened. Da 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 da. And
Right.
there's people who will literally want to ruin your life for simply doing that. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not for the faint of heart, especially if you're going to try to do this with some form of integrity and some form of righteousness. You better be ready to throw them bows.
Right. Yeah.
You better be
I
ready.
agree. I agree. And see, the thing, because honey, that people will make you come out of your body on here,
Hmm.
and on the playback, you be looking all cross-eyed at yourself, like, you know.
I
So
have
you be
gone in
like,
on somebody and had to come and apologize for going in on them. And it didn't matter that people were co-signing, oh no, Jason, that's okay. I'm like, no, in my spirit, this was wrong to do.
right.
So,
Yeah.
it'll take
Yeah.
you there. It'll take you there. Sometimes you be surprised by things that will strike a nerve. There's things you wouldn't even think would strike a nerve, and it strike a nerve, especially if they catch you on the wrong day. Sometimes somebody catch you on the wrong day and they can get all the smoke they wasn't even planning to
Girl,
get.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Cause honey, somebody there, like, I think I did a couple videos last weekend or whatever. And then somebody had mentioned something about, because when I get excited, honey, I stutter. But that's like what I do with my family. Girl,
Mhm.
they hit me with that stutter, and I was like, well, fuck you. The hell? And then I had to bring it back. I'm like, listen, wait a minute. It's not this. Girl, I've been studying all my life. And on top of that, I'm way better than I was before. And I'm actually cool with it. You know what I'm saying? In
Mhm.
reality, I am. I'm 45 years old now. So I love every part of me. And I don't mind being myself. But
Mhm.
sometimes you just be like, so, I even had to check myself, like, girl, it's not that serious. It's
I didn't
nothing.
know. I didn't know I had a weird laugh until YouTube. Like I didn't even know that. I was like, I did not know. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I didn't. I was like, so then I would watch my playbacks, and I'd be like, I do be laughing all weird and awkwardly at weird times, and but I never knew that. So you really do
Well,
learn stuff about
Jazzy,
yourself.
yeah, you have a kind of like, so you'll say something and you'll go, and you be like, what the fuck?
I
What
was
the
like, maybe
hell
it
is
is. I
she
was like,
doing?
maybe it is Tourette's. I've been walking around all my life with Tourette's, and ain't nobody tell me. Like, ain't nobody diagnose me with this. Like, I'm
But you
telling
know
you. And
what?
then I went through this phase where I literally tried to not do it, and I would about pass out, holding my breath, trying to not do it. And I said, look,
Yeah,
okay, it's either I'm gonna laugh and breathe, or I'm gonna not laugh and pass out. So I had to
right,
just
right.
let it go. I had to
So
let it go.
Apple made a good point here. She said that, but the truth people don't find entertaining. They love
Hmm.
lies.
Hmm.
Um, for sure. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the more salacious it is, the more
Oh gosh.
it is. But I can't get, like, I like a roast and gag, And that's what drew me to the beat sector because, baby, they used to roast down before all this
Hmm.
foolishness came. And I would laugh and laugh, girl. Sometimes I would have to go in the bathroom. If I'd be up late at night and go in the bathroom. So my husband, what the fuck are you out? Because you can't. Because listen, and that's another thing. If a person isn't in YouTube, you can't really logically explain this shit to them because
No,
they're gonna be looking like, why you ain't log
no,
off? Like, why
no,
you didn't log
no, you
off?
can't.
Why you didn't
No,
log off the app, boo? Like, what the fuck you keep going on there for?
no, you can't. You cannot. It's a totally different world. Like it's
Yeah.
totally different. That's a
Hmm.
fact.
Yeah. It's like, so, yeah. So you kind of only have YouTube to vent to about YouTube. Because
Hmm.
people in your real life don't be trying to hear this
No,
shit. They don't understand.
no.
They like, yo.
And that'll get you in some mess because you'll get close to certain subscribers that ain't good people.
Yeah.
Because you
That
can't
too.
talk to nobody else about
I guess.
YouTube that's not in YouTube, world. It's kind of
Right.
like a gamer. If a person doesn't play Call of Duty, they're not going to understand Call of Duty like other people that play Call of Duty.
Hmm.
So, it
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, it
Yeah.
get kind of
So,
crazy. And it
yeah.
feels isolating. It feels isolating in regards to people in your real world,
Hmm.
in your real life,
Hmm.
especially when you become a content creator, because other people don't get it. They be like,
Yeah, they just be like, why?
okay, like,
Why? Like, what would you be doing that for?
like, and they'll say that they'll be like, just stop doing it, and it's like,
Just
but I
stop
can't
doing it,
really stop doing it. Like I could, but then I can't.
girl.
Because we be like, because a part of it, we are kind of immersed in a way. We like, I gotta see what
Hmm.
happened next. Hold on, they in the middle of
Yeah,
this beef. Let me see how the
facts,
beef gonna end.
facts, right. And then then it's like, who am I gonna tell this to? Because what about it when like you watch something good? And like how if you watch a movie, you'll tell somebody about it if it come up or something. But
Mhm.
girl, try to explain one of these narratives off of YouTube to somebody else who ain't watching this, and like I've tried, and like maybe like 35 to 45 seconds into explaining, I'll be like, well, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, literally, because they be looking
Never
at you
mind.
like you
Because
damn crazy. They be looking at you like you damn crazy. That's part
they be
of it.
like,
So
now
you be
who
feeling
did
like an
what to who?
alien trying to explain to them what's going on. Like it be crack, right? Especially when you are now like a content creator because you in it. Like now you in the shit. So
Yep.
it's a whole nother viewpoint than from even just being a viewer. Like
Right. Yeah,
this
it
stuff,
is.
it be different. Ways that you can react to things in real life ain't the way you can react to it on YouTube.
Right.
Because YouTube, especially in this sector, it's so hardcore. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I'm a crybaby. Okay, I'm a crybaby. I'm a waterhead. So so
Yeah.
when certain things are happening, even for me just being so frustrated, you be so mad, you just start crying.
Yep.
Okay. And then people will take that and immediately make fun of it and say, "Oh, it's this and that." So different reactions that you will have to things you can't have. Like you can't wear your feelings or your heart on your sleeve in these sectors. You can't do that. It's like when you
Absolutely.
when you get involved in these sectors, it's like you going to prison and having to navigate the prison yard. Like it's not nothing like anything that you've ever experienced in your life. Like it's so different, and you
Yeah.
have to hit a rapid learning curve. And then we get so immersed in it. And this is why I try to tell viewers, they'll be like, why do y'all do this? It's really like a game. I think Fi did like the best breakdown on this before. The strategy, the plays, the troll jobs, the junkie stunts, clocking all of this different stuff that's going on. It's like a game. And then where are you gonna move and what are you gonna do and what your point is gonna be, it's
Yeah.
like it's just like a game. So I think that's really like the best way. Fi explained it the best way
Right.
ever.
Yeah, it's like in what I think a lot of people don't really understand. What you say, babe? My, my husband, he said, what we don't understand is why you motherfuckers are still on there.
He
Oh
sounds
my
like my
god!
boyfriend.
Oh
He
my!
sounds like my boyfriend because that's him. He
Girl,
be
he
like,
in the
I do not
background
get
cutting
it.
up.
I don't understand it. He's like, if you got a windmill and go off and all this every other
Yes.
day, like,
Okay.
why do you do it? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. It's yeah, I like to do my regular content, my spiritual content, all of that different stuff. But then I still like to do my recaps. I still like to do hood rat shit with my friends. So it's like I can't really describe how or why,
Yeah. Like
but
I've watched it so much that even my husband has been like, you, as much as like you're very sociable. You never met a stranger. Everywhere we go, you always talking to people. You should do it. You watching all these other people, you should do it. And I'll be like, honey, you don't know the half, honey.
mm-mm.
You don't even know the half. It's a whole new world because the thing with this social media is that people, you give them an inch. This is the true definition of giving somebody an inch and them taking a mile.
Man, they ice skate.
Yeah, they feel
Every
like,
time.
okay, you turn the camera on, so that give me all rights to like violate your whole life.
Yes.
And it's not,
Yes.
yeah, you definitely have to be there to understand. But I'm like, I'm not feeding into that. I've seen, thank goodness, I've seen a lot of these traps, and I'm gonna try to navigate my way around them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any, I've seen this. What's fascinating to me is it be like the same plays running over and over.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you be
Mm-mm.
like, you gonna fall for that again?
Again. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes.
Like,
I'm,
no
I'm
way.
telling you, the worst year I ever had in YouTube gameplay was literally 2020. That was like the worst year
Right.
that I ever had. But if you can avoid, it's like those are traps I wish I had avoided. But if you could avoid those, I'm telling you, you're gonna be solid from there. Like upcoming YouTubes, I'm like, you gotta have your strategy solid, your game plan solid from the get. Okay. And
Yeah.
then just move and rock out from there. Keep your circle small, keep your circle tight. It'll be the people, it be your own people. Those will be the ones that mess you up more than anybody, more than an aunt, more than anyone. It be your own people. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's a shame that we have this opportunity, right? For people to have a voice, and hell, it's a free platform and it's a business
Hmm.
opportunity. And that, like, the primary thing that people get on here to do is to tear people down instead
Yes.
of us to build each other up. But I guess that would be like too much, too much like asking people to do the right thing. I guess
Oh no, you
I
can't
don't know.
ask people to do the you can't ask people to do the right thing. You can't ask people to do that. They're not gonna do that. Okay, they're gonna give you every single reason of why they can't do the right thing. So that's not something that I would think
Right,
would work.
right.
And you learn how to on YouTube, you get exposed to every type of person there is that's in existence. Okay. I look at them as one person is because YouTube is like a microcosm of society. I look at it as one person is a representation of a group of people that are all similar like this. Now,
Yeah,
you will come across, I mean, things that you just would have never fathomed people even being able to do. You will run across. Okay. You'll run across
hey,
people who
honest
think any
blue.
kind of way of thought and thinking is crazy. And there's a lot of people feel like it's easier and better to be disrespectful and horrible and evil to you than they think it is to be nice. Okay.
Right, right.
So that whole and another thing on YouTube is just because you're good to people don't mean people gonna be good to you. That's another thing. The golden
Yeah,
rule don't work here. Okay. Just because you treat people well don't mean everybody gonna treat you well. That was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn in YouTube. That was my
yeah.
hardest lesson that I've ever learned. Is that one.
Hey,
Okay.
Sarkonos, thanks for stopping by,
Hey,
boo.
Circle Nose.
That's my girl. So Tweety79 said, girl, my ex would ask, what's up with Rita? Just because we always hear about Rita. It was an inside joke. So the funny thing about that is Rita, I found Rita before I found 5A, right?
I found Rita before I found Five too. No, I
Listen,
didn't. I
Rita,
found Five first.
I
I
found
found
Rita
Five
first.
first. You
And
found Rita first.
I
I
was
found Five
watching
first.
her, and it was so fascinating. Cause, like, believe it or not, when I entered the beef sector, that was the first time I had like ventured into YouTube, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran into this type, and I was like, and I would listen to Rita, and my husband, oh God, he would be so damn irritated. And that's when I had to get my first pair of like them wireless earbuds. It was like,
I mean, the beef sector still be jumping, to this
yeah,
day. I'm telling
yeah,
you, I'm like, dang, I could wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody lie.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And I kind of missed that. I was kind of disappointed in this weekend because it was all kind of bumbly gloopity glop on this weekend. But it kind of lit back up this morning. They came back through true B sector style, honey. And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
oh,
about to
oh,
be
oh
some
yeah.
shit popping off. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out. Yeah, hey, I chat with who I want. Exactly. I had to buy some.
She
I had
did
to buy
not
some
say
earbuds,
y'all trying to resurrect Doug. Adore me.
babe. Listen, Rita, I'm not coming for you. Okay, we're not
Don't.
coming for you.
Nobody is coming for Rita at all. But that she did
Hear
not
me, okay?
say. I have earphones just for you too. Cause how would I be walking around my kids and I can't have this stuff playing because y'all know people just say anything. So I have to have my
Right,
earphones
for sure.
on.
Sarkono said, "I miss any everything. What's going on?" So me, I decided I had run across Jassy earlier on her community page. I decided to ask her if she would come over. I was interested in her business, because she is a tarot reader by profession, and I had heard about it, but a lot of times that gets kind of mixed up in the narrative that people run about Jassy on YouTube. So I was like, I ain't never been read, but I've been hearing about tarot readings. So I asked her to come over here and if she would come to the platform and do a reading for me, which we did in the beginning of the live, and I was very satisfied with it. I think it was pretty it was vague because we're on an open platform, but it was enough. It was enough for me to identify with. So I'm definitely satisfied. And speaking of that, let me put, girl, because I got ADD and I don't remember things. I'm so right now what I am about to do is to cash app Jassy at Jazzy cat $Jazzy Tribe 5, or is it Tribe?
Yeah, it's JASSY Tribe 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm about to skedaddle. As y'all can hear, they getting lit round here.
Okay, well Jazzy's babies are ready.
I'm not giving you. You hear my son screaming at me? Cause you hear him?
Girl,
What?
they are ready.
What you say? What you say? I think you need to get a job so you can buy your own charger. I need a charger. Because you broke your charger. I didn't bring my charger. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to go pile
Oh,
drive.
that's a wonderful.
I'm
See
getting
that,
ready to go put my son in a headlock. Don't tell nobody.
girl? Okay, I'm getting ready to cash app Jazzy. Jazzy had an email address. I put it in the chat. I ain't quite
Yeah,
sure.
it's read me Jassy, all one word. Read me
Read me
Jassy at
Jazzy
gmail.com.
at gmail.com, and maybe she'll come back again because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
wait till
can
she come back.
schedule it and see if we gonna have another brave participant.
Right. And then we'll see if someone wants to come up and do a reading. So I am going to before don't hang up, Jazzy. I want to send you this because girl, I promise you'll be like that lion itch.
I will not. I will die. I will not.
But wait a minute, it's
You
because
want to go
it's
back
not
outside and
wait.
play? I'm
Because
just
my
finna get you my
mind.
charger, man.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
see it.
I'm
I
finna go
got
grab you one. I want to go back. I'm gonna get you another one, and you just gonna owe me $20.
you. Okay. So the slip phone on blind chick.
My workers are paying themselves. Mommy time, watch how hard
Listen
Jazzy
to
get.
all that. Listen to
I
all that
shout with who
laughter.
I want. You know I be running. I be like, I gotta
Right, 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 right. But
go.
that's the sound of love and honey, kids, laughter, family, communication, all that stuff. A lot of these people don't have that. Let's
I'm
just keep
surprised that
that
they
in
even
mind.
let me get through this long, to be honest,
Right.
because it's always a toss up with them. And then, when baby Aubrey come, we shut it down. See, Fairy Gang, we don't know what these folk be talking about because we have watched Aubrey shut down whole commentaries. We be lit. I be in the middle of breaking down what's going on. Here come Aubrey. I be like, baby Aubrey done shut us down, guys. Bye. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
And it just be a dead commentary.
Okay.
We
Can you
used to you.
I think it went through, Jazzy. Can you check it
It
before you
did.
jump
Thank
out?
you
Okay,
so much.
cool.
I appreciate
No
that.
problem. We love Jazzy over here. Okay. She's a friend to the platform. And you guys are always welcome. Fairy Gang, always welcome. We're going to schedule this. So Jazzy, I'm
Yeah,
going to
get
email
with me.
you.
Hit
I'm
me in
gonna
the
do it some
email
kind of way.
and we'll get it together.
Read me Jazzy at Gmail. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
and then we will do one person.
Okay.
We'll do one person at that time, and then if after that one person you would like to, because what I'm thinking is maybe do some short reads, take
Yeah, that's why I
notes.
said I could do some.
Yeah.
I could do some 3 cards.
Okay, yeah. And this time we're gonna take small donations. You guys, are I know y'all all are pretty generous. Y'all be giving to everybody else. So bring a couple of change,
And then
couple
also
dollars.
I have another channel too. It's called Jassy Be Throwing Cards. That's where I upload the general tarot readings on Jassy Be Throwing Cards. Okay.
Okay, Jazzy be
That's all
throwing
I'm at.
cards. We got that. Okay, thank you, Jazzy. Bye. I love you, dog. All right, okay. Shout out to Jazzy G. Hey, Onyx Blue. When folks ask what I'm watching, oh, that's good. When folks ask what I'm watching, I say my YouTube stories as the YouTube world turns, or middle age and the restless. Ain't that about it, child? So that was great. Jazzy came through for us, and y'all can red ball it back, Sarkono. She did a good read. She did a good reading with me. That this was my first time. So this is like actually my genuine reaction to you know to a reading, and I think it was pretty genuine. I think it was pretty genuine. Yeah. So if anybody's interested, look out for the notification. I will. Oh, y'all get. Listen, I got it. I think I got. I applied for my community board, or I sent YouTube an email, as someone told me, and so hopefully they'll be activating that community board soon, so it'll be easier for us to communicate. And thank you, beautiful baby on the avatar. That's my granddaughter, Coco. Her name is Keiko. That's my son's daughter. She's bigger now, honey, but look at all that hair. And she was like only maybe about 6 months old with that whole afro chat. Yes. So here, babe. Okay. Tweety says I refer to it as season 3, episode 5. Oh yeah, she is. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweet baby. She's one now. I actually have two 1-year-old granddaughters. My daughter had a baby in December of 29, 2020, and then my son had a baby in January of 2021. So they're like 3 weeks apart. And then I have a 3-year-old granddaughter, and then I have two older grandsons from my daughter as well. So yeah, they're all sweet. What, babe? Oh yeah, you talking about Mari? My husband said, in one of my little granddaughters, the 1-year-old, she's a straight up bully, y'all. She's something else. We call her Big Mari, honey. Big Mari don't be playing. Well, I thank you guys so much for coming by, and I have learned a lot on this StreamYard from earlier. So yeah, I think we're gonna get it popping, and I don't know if y'all was on here. Look, I found a lot of different stuff on the StreamYard. I found this too. Let me look. Let me show y'all real quick. Y'all should get a kick out of this before we. Shout out to the 30, y'all. Okay. So I done found that little gadget. So it's official, right? Oh, that reminds that reminds you of Pastor. Yeah, I think he was the first one I seen using it. I could never find the dang on thing, but I found it today. But it probably was because I was on the free stream yard. They give you like 20 hours free. But I've been on here so much here lately, that I was running out of minute of like time, and so I was like, so so that I didn't run out of time in the middle of my stream, I went ahead and upgraded to the monthly StreamYard plan. And then I just started playing with little stuff. So that's how we got here today. Okay. So, but I'm about to get up out of here. I got to do some things with my husband. That was a great, we want to thank Jassy again for coming by. I do got some, so I was out shopping today and I was tuned in. Um, she said it took us through the entire 30. I know, right? Well, I don't know. It said 30. I guess I could have stopped it, but it had started with 30. So that was like the first time that we played it on the channel. So we're like making it official. So this morning I got my first cash app from and I'd like to thank Live, Laugh, Love for that. Okay. And then today I actually upgraded my StreamYard. And so I got my first official StreamYard platform. Okay. And today I got my first interview, right? An interview slash reading for the platform with Jassy G. Jassy Reloaded The Asylum. Please feel free to sub to her channel. Okay. And if you're interested in any of the tarot or have any questions, we are going to host another session. I'm going to get with Jassy and I'm going to try to make that soon because I'm going to try to keep the content kind of flowing on the channel. And I'm going to do some other things too. But that's one of the things I'm going to come back to. I think we seen Slick Blind Chick had volunteered to be read, and it was someone else up here in the chat. So hopefully I will have my community page here soon. Any minute now, I'm waiting on it to pop up. And so that way it'll be, easier for me to communicate without having to make a video. I can let you guys know uh, what's going on. Oh, I mean, I missed one of Apple's. Look, I missed some of the comments. But this was a good one. Apple said, and I thought my family was dysfunctional. 20 aunts and uncles and too many cousins. But this sector makes my family seem normal. Right? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's that part of that dysfunctional part of me that drew me over here as well. But I'm gonna kind of have to like I said, my motto is two things can be true at the same time, right? I can like the beef sector and kind of do that, and I can also be my authentic self and present, what I mean, content that I want to present and build an audience for myself and just kind of roll with that. So that's what I'm trying to create here. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna be doing. So we are gonna come back with Jassy, and then tonight I'm gonna come back with some beef sector news because honey, it was some stuff going on. We got the whole deal that was going on with Kimmy and Jay Wilson, and then something might have been sparking with D Miss O and Kimmy that might be worth tracking, honey. I think they kind of holding it at bay for right now. It ain't popped off yet, but that looked like something might be brewing over. Girl, I even ran across I had some time today, y'all. I even ran across Tracy's World. Do y'all know Tracy's World? Honey, Tracy's World was reading Miss Dovey, child. Miss Dovey, messy boots, honey. When I first met Miss Dovey, I got a channel on I have a video on my channel of here, baby, of Miss Dovey and Miss Tita, right? And I was like, Miss Dovey is she's an older lady in the sector. Shout out to Miss Dovey and Miss Tita. Girl, that was before I knew how messy Miss Dovey is. Ooh, it's been a lot going on, baby. But yeah, Miss Dovey is a trip. I certainly do not. I still respect Miss Dovey and everything. And but I definitely would not put. Girl, yeah, he coughing because he's smoking that reefer. I am not. Yes, he is. Right. He the one wanting to be smoking, and why he know I'm on the line. He medicates with reefer, honey. Girl, he be liking to embarrass me, so whatever. Child. Medical marijuana. So that's why she said you look. She said you sound like you about to cough up a lung. They don't play over here in this sector on YouTube. You might want to be careful with all that damn coughing in the back and shit. Hey, y'all better tell him. I ain't protecting him.
I got green. I got. You want to know?
Baby, don't stop.
I ain't smoking that other shit. I'm smoking that real shit.
Oh
I got
shit.
that shit. I can't.
You want to get on camera?
No,
Girl, y'all,
I'm
he
not on
lurking
camera.
around this damn
I'm
camera,
going to
child.
go outside.
He want to do it too. I think I done run him.
I'm going outside.
He keep walking past this damn computer. If I turn his camera on his ass, tell him it's gonna change his life. It's gonna change his life. Is you ready? That's all I'm saying. You better be ready.
That's all he gonna say. Girl, your husband's nice looking. Then he gonna have that problem.
Come on through, baby. I'm playing with you. Yeah, girl, he got that gas. Okay, I'm gonna let him get by. Oh, look. I, Apple said, I'm telling my age by saying reefer. Hey, ain't that it? Girl. Yeah, I did say reefer. I probably, and then Tweety said, no, somebody said, who was that? Yeah, Tweety said, I got that gas. Make sure I look at the screen because if you misquote Tweety, honey, she gonna correct you. So Tweety, look, Tweety. All right. All right, so listen. Did y'all hear? Let me see that. Here, baby. He got me mixing my words all up and everything, child.
What you doing?
Right there. You can go up there. Mm-hmm. I'm hollering Kuwaiti and everything else. Get on out of here with that reefer. Give, he give, it's affecting me, y'all. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Tweety said gas, and I said reefer. that well, that's what I call it. I think it's way above reefer. Did y'all hear the way he was all choked up? But baby, he's faithful to it. He be coughing his ass off. Would you think that's stopping? No, 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 sir. He's dedicated. He's dedicated. But I warned him. He's the one who wanted to spark it up. Like he all big and bad. YouTube hear everything. You just gotta stand in it. When you get busted, you just gotta stand in it. Shit. Yes. So anyway, I do gotta get up off here so we can go take care of some stuff. Um
Sorry, lady.
Tweety 79 said, I'd be like, where the trees at? Exactly. That's how he be. That's how he be. He had back surgery and like he had a disc problem for years in his back. He had a bad back. So that's why he actually like started smoking medicinally. And because then he won't take like the narcotics, pain pills, that they give him. So he decides to medicate that way. And it works for him. So, and it works for a lot of people. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But he do be hacking up a storm, honey. Hey, Summer Breeze, how you doing? So, all right, y'all, we're at 1 hour and the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna come back later. Y'all hear him still back there choking? We do got stuff to do today, so I hope he ain't too lit. I'm about to get up off here so we can go handle some stuff. This probably gonna be funny. So yeah, I had a lot of firsts today, so I'm excited. I'm happy. Um, I accomplished some things, and I thank you guys for coming by, chatting with me, for watching the interview. All right, so we gonna be out. I'm gonna have to give me an outro, y'all. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say bye to everybody. Summer Breeze, Adore Me, Apple, Rain Victorious. Of course, Jassy G came through. We had Tweety 79, Sarconos, Apple. I chat with who I want. We had a couple people come by, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, and we'll be back later after I run a few errands. I'm gonna come back and we'll probably talk about some beef sector news. Have y'all been running these streets collecting some tea? Have y'all been keeping up? I gotta go see what I missed. I got some things earlier that I touched on, like I thought Tracy was hilarious, y'all, with Miss Dovey. If y'all have not seen that, y'all might, and you got a little time. It was a short video, a couple minutes, and yeah, she was talking about uh her Miss Dovey had a little thing. Girl, her light bill was due and it was $500, but her and Miss Dovey wasn't friends. But she asked Miss Dovey for it. Then Miss Dovey asked Miss Dovey asked Lovely Love, and then somehow it got out on YouTube. But then it wasn't really true because even though she had the disconnect notice, she went to the agency and they actually got her on a plan. Then somebody's truck ran into her house. So that messed up the electricity again. And so now she currently don't have lights for real. But it ain't due to the $500 light bill. It's due to the road truck or something like that. That's what I'm getting from it, y'all. Something like that. So that's the tea on that from what I gathered. And I guess Miss Dovey's saying something else. I don't know. I ain't watching Miss Dovey's side of the story yet. But a whole mess, Adore Me, okay? A whole freaking mess, child. Like where you at? Oh, Sarconos. Sarconos. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so we can we can come back and talk about that. That was funny. Tracy, so what I said was Tracy's World, right? I don't know. I haven't. Maybe I subscribed to her a while ago. I think I've supported her channel. Tracy's World got a video up addressing Miss Dovey. And from what I gathered from the situation, Tracy's World was like, I was cool on Miss Dovey. We was cool, but then I wasn't cool on her. And I hadn't talked to her for a while. And then she called me out the blue and left me a voicemail asking me to help her. And so I guess she helped her. And then so they started talking again. But in the midst of them starting talking again, even though now Tracy already said that Miss Dovey had already, from her words, had already tried her once, right? You already snaked me once, or something like that. She started talking to Miss Dovey again, and like right away, I guess, told Miss Dovey that her her electric bill was $500, and it was and her electric was getting ready to get cut off. And then Miss Dovey said, "Oh man, maybe I can help you." And by help, and what she meant by helping her was she immediately got off the phone and called Lovely Love, and now we get a video from Tracy. hmm But okay, so then no, that ain't the end. I stopped that prematurely. So before we even get the video from Tracy, according to Tracy, she went down to the agency that helps out with these things. And the agency put her on some kind of plan or paid, which prevented Tracy needed help. Tracy had the $500 light bill, gas bill, whatever. Miss Dovey hadn't been talking to Tracy for a while, or Miss Tracy had been talking to Dovey, whatever the case may be. Miss Dovey ended up calling and leaving Tracy a voicemail. Tracy played the voicemail on her channel. It was basically, hey, you can't really, Miss Dovey, you can't really understand that much. So it was hard to understand, but it was the gist of, call me. I haven't talked to you in a while. I need you to help me. Can I ask you something? Or can you help me with something? That's what the voicemail was about. Tracy says she called her. She must have called Miss Dovey. And somewhere in that conversation, in the part where she lost me at, because before that, she said, she made it well known that, her and Dovey wasn't all that cool. And already. They had already had something come between, something happened, right? So she was skeptical, and that's why she had left. Um, that's why she had not been fooling with Miss Dovey recently. But in spite of all of that, she talked to Miss Dovey about her light bill being like $500, and I guess it was, she had to pay it or it was gonna get cut off or whatever. And then Miss Dovey said, "Oh, I'm gonna see if I can help you." But Tracy, it did not indicate that Miss Dovey did help her, because I think what she said was that the agency, like her local aid, someone in her town helped her, and either they paid some of it, and she got on a plan or something, right? But by the time she got on the plan and got a girl, Sarkono said, "Don't she know Jesus is gonna work it out?" Child, but by the time she didn't let Jesus work it out, she needed a little patience, because by the time Jesus had worked it all out, okay, Miss Dovey had already ran it down to Lovely Love. So once it's already out here on these streets, anybody know it. It's pretty much a done deal. On Mad Day, it's coming out. So that's what Tracy's saying now. Like I said, I ain't been over to Miss Dovey's to try to see like how this even came back up. What are they actually talking about? I just caught that little bit and I thought it was funny because the shit be funny. Miss Dovey always being some. Oh, okay. So let's say Apple says, my pops used to say women are sitting around on the go. Girl, they better know it. Baby, you better know it. They should never have anything turned off or be in need of anything. You adore me. 067. Okay, Miss Dovey called Lovely Love and asked to borrow the money to help Tracy. Lovely Love was going to do it, but then said, "Oh no, there are agencies that can help her." So maybe I don't know. Maybe Dovey called her back and told her to go to the agency, and that's how she got to the agency or something. But I think, but listen, that ain't even listen. The gas part, her needing, and I don't know. Sarkono said something about. Did you hear this story before? I'm not sure. I just heard it, so I don't know how recent it is. And I think when she said the date of the email, it was like March 20th, 20 something. I was just listening to it as I was out. I had my earbuds in and I like kind of ran across the video. And it wasn't that many minutes, maybe like 15 minutes, I think. Um, but oh, and I think the video was called Dovey is a Liar. Because she's saying that I guess Dovey's lying. I think Dovey might be saying now that the reason Tracy's electricity is off is because of that $500 disconnect notice. Oh Lord. And but Tracy said that so in the midst of her having this disconnect and asking Dovey and Dovey asking Lovely Love, girl, child, somebody ran their truck in her whole house. Mm-hmm. Sarkono says April they selling pussy is for emergencies, but some folks sell it because they want crab legs, allegedly. Okay. Lovely Love cussed everybody out. Child, where at? Adore me on what platform? Was she on her platform? Girl, Lovely Love is a hoot too. She Lovely Love is funny, especially when she hits somebody's panel and be girl. I be laughing. I think Tracy, maybe Tracy's in the middle of a divorce or a separation because I think at one point she did have a man. She was saying she had a husband that was like with her, and then now I think some stuff went down, and so she might be going through a separation because she said something about she got a trailer, but she haven't actually moved into her trailer yet. That the home she was speaking about was her mother's home, and so after the disconnect for the electric bill, a truck ran into her house. You know, like a truck driving down the street and lose control, and it ran into her house. And that's the reason that her electric is off now, allegedly. Now I'd have to dig in a little bit more to get any more specific. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what I heard. That shit is funny, ain't it? Like, and then oh, well, see, Tweety said Tweety said we got to see pics. You don't trust none of these people. And I think maybe that's what Dobie's trying to play on, like saying that Tracy's it ain't the truck. Ain't no truck ran through her house. It's just that her electric got cut off. I guess. Apple says if Tracy got a minute, she's doing it wrong. Oh my god, I'm sorry, my sentiments exactly. Okay, Sarkono says Adormio 6, she got a whole man, no electric, and she needs Dobie to help. My husband would never have me out here like that. What's wrong with him? Like, I don't know. I think he's ready to go, or he might be gone. Because she's like, what? So does that mean that her and her husband was living with her mama? Girl, I don't know. I guess I'd have to go back and check, but I wasn't really that invested. I just thought that it was funny as hell, that little bit of it, without even looking no further into it. Because damn, because you literally said that you already know you wasn't messing with Miss Miss Dovey, and y'all had already had some, some dealings or whatever that didn't turn out so good. So why in the world would you tell her or go to her and expect her to give you $500 on your light bill? This is YouTube, and it's like the B sector of YouTube where you dwell, or kind of on the outskirts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a whole damn mess, a whole damn mess. Okay, let me plug my nose. Ugh, yeah, my nose. I keep having to hold my nose. I guess Fat Baby is right about that whole nose running thing, child. It's wanting to run at the damnedest times. How about that? But so I must be gonna have to catch up on go watch Lovely Love. I might have to mosey over there just for the sake of hearing their side of this damn story. Jazzy says I'm still figuring out who all these folks are in this storyline. Child, yeah, girl, Tracy and Miss Dovey are funny. They funny as hell. If you get some time, girl, check out. It's either Dovey Milton 2 or Dovey Milton 3, And then I think Tracy's World. But every time I see her, it gotta be the same channel because I know I'm not subscribing to like 15 of her channels. But it's like every time she do a video, it have a different name attached to it. Sometimes it be like some shit about Avon, and sometimes it just be other stuff. So I what made me click on it today, honey, was because she flat out was like, Miss Dovey, you a dang gonna lie. And I was like, well, let me see what Miss Dovey been lying about. And so yeah, that's what they what they giving over there. I just don't understand why she would tell Miss Dovey or even expect Miss Dovey to doing to help her with her light bill. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. Jazzy said these new marriages is something else. Right. I cannot relate, understand nor relate to that big and sob story life. I know stuff happens, but they start why I can't get the comment up there, doggone. I was reading Sarkono's comment and it just went away. Okay, she was saying I can't understand nor relate to that vague and sob story stuff life. I know that stuff happens, but they starting to remind me of the Evans family. Can't ever catch a break. Child. The Adore Me '06 called them the inebriated cougars. Oh my sweet God. They are funny to watch. They are funny to watch. And Sarkono says, and Lady Nika says that Lovely loves. Y'all ain't shit. Oh my, Morgan who? Sarkono, did you finish that? Morgan who? Morgan Freeman. Why did I know when I scrolled down that's what you was gonna Oh God. Ooh. Oh Jesus. Mm. Apple says, I'm from the South, and the things that was told by Big Mama and them will have you laughing. Baby, yes. Uh-huh. The old lady game. Some of it played out on the spaceship, unfortunately. Oh, okay. I missed that. Hey, Miss Wakanda. Hey, love. How you doing? Just getting in from work. Finally caught a live. Girl, I finally did a live, child. I finally really did a live. I've been dragging my feet up here, but I'm trying. It's been some things going on, but things are kind of getting back to normal. Did Dobie get her transmission, girl? I don't know. Now, now Nikki can't talk about nobody's looks. That's what Apple says. So I'm gonna say, I know she can't, but she did. Y'all, it's crazy. These new for what's a new marriage though? Onyx Blue says. Jetty said these new marriages be folk that ain't the marriages that work like a traditional marriage. Child, this chat adore me said this chat ain't shit. Y'all ain't. Y'all ain't. Y'all laughing at them ladies. These cougars will cut you about a man your age, and be fighting Miss Mabel and getting beat up with a walker. It's sad. Girl, I've seen some videos like that, Jazzy. New marriage where the man is damn near homeless, but you marry him anyway, expecting to live a stress-free life. Child, baby, listen. Yeah, so That's what. So apparently Tracy ain't got no lights over there, but she obviously got a hole in a hole in her house too. And I'm not laughing at that's very unfortunate. I don't think that's funny at all. That's not the funny part. The funny part about it is like how any of this shit make it to YouTube. Like, is that a play? I think that's what Miss Dovey might be trying to insinuate. That Tracy's trying to pull a fast one, you know, with something dramatic saying that. But Tracy says she got the proof, so maybe she'll present it. Maybe she has presented a child. I don't know. But I want to. I am gonna try to go find what Lovely Love said about it, because I know she was a character about that $500, honey. Ain't no way in the world Dobie was trying to be no friend to Tracy and called Lovely Love and told her and told her that she need no $500 before her light bill get disconnected in the beef sector. Ain't nobody did no shit like that. You be better off just going live in the fucking dark. Really. Then they drive big others, expecting them to have sympathy. Make bad choices, suffer the consequences. Okay? Adore Me says, child, they be over there cussing, burping, and drinking beer, tore it down. That's the true meaning of married to medicine. Damn, funny as shit. I think she called the light company and they turned them back on because she uses a C. Summer Breeze, you better be telling the damn truth. Don't come here with that shit. Summer, Summer Breeze, you better had done heard that shit somewhere. You better not. Girl, I just cleaned my aura and I had a good reading from Jassy. My chakras was all clean. And here you come with this bullshit. Okay, honey. Not the CPAP. You better be able to confirm that shit. That must be the agency. That was the agency that she called, the area agency on aging. Shit, I thought she was calling like I thought she was calling like, the agency like the that help you out with your electricity or your utility. Summer Breeze ain't shit either. That's crazy as hell. So Jesse says, adore me, but will holler, you ain't got no husband in a minute. With these new marriage husbands, it ain't gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a while. Right. The ones that be hollering, you ain't got no husband, you be like, bitch, you ain't got no husband either. What are you talking about? like, like, what are you talking about? What are we fucking talking about? Oh, Summer Breeze said she did. She did. Yeah, Tracy said it. She said it in her live, and she said she was in her bushes. Baby, listen. Okay, y'all. I really do gotta get off here. 3 more minutes. I'm gonna say my goodbyes, and I gotta go. My husband, he done choked and shit. Now he ready for me to go. He ready. So Sarkono says, I don't need money from my husband. If he left today, I got everything by myself, no problem. However, he ain't living off of me, nor I him. He knows what needs to be done, and he sees to it, period. That's the truth. That's the truth. I can say that about my husband as well. Jackie said, hashtag new marriages, no pain, no gain. Ah, summer breeze. Miss Wakanda speaking to Summer Breeze. This entire chat is going to hell. Y'all are crazy. Yeah, it said Apple says she got away from selling her cat because that's a good one. And she said, I can't breathe. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Dormy said, I just got back from hell 2 days ago with Fi and the strong leg pull up line. Y'all are crazy. I'm not doing this with y'all. This shit is funny. Married the community. Jazzy, you know if I ain't ish either. Right. We ain't none of us, honey. Can she get crab legs? Bye, y'all. Oh God. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna come back. We'll chat it up later. I'm a little bit under 6 hours. I mean, look, 6 hours, 2 hours, hour and 56 minutes. Okay, and some seconds. So this is a good leg to go off on. Y'all go run them streets, see what's what, so we can come back and laugh some more. That's basically what we're gonna be doing over here. Just some light hearted laughing. Like I don't hate nobody. I don't got nothing against nobody. I ain't beefing with nobody. Everybody know who I'm cool with. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. That's not what this is for. I just want to chop it up with y'all and laugh because y'all are funny. Like minds kind of come together, and that's what we're doing here. So again, we thank Jazzy, and I thank you all for coming back. And now I'm going to hit the end broadcast for my husband go off. Okay, bye y'all.